say, kids, what time is it?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Keith here with a quick video, another Monsterverse update, if you will. Before I get into the video, though, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. Every subscription helps us grow and can provide more content going forward. So, with that said, let's get into the news, shall we? So, bounding into comics today. Happy first day of spring, by the way, March 21st. JB Augustine posts the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel in development, filming in Australia. So let's dive into this a little bit and figure out what's going on. We've already talked about the fact that there's going to be a Monsterverse television series on Apple TV Plus coming. So is this another feature film? What's going on here? Or is this the series? It says here, the Apple TV series, let me move this down a little bit so you can see this. The Apple TV series set in Legendary Entertainment's Monsterverse is going to have some company. A new feature film is in development, and a few details broke late over the weekend. All right. Hey, I don't know about you, but monsters punching each other on the big screen is fun to watch. What's being called a sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong was announced simultaneously scheduled to shoot in Queensland, Australia in the coming year. According to the region's Courier Mail publication by way of Dangerville and other sources of Godzilla news, the production will bring an estimated $120 million to the economy of the area. And there's a tweet from Sunrise. It's been announced the highly anticipated sequel to Hollywood blockbuster Godzilla vs. Kong will be filmed in Queensland. So it's King Kong in Queensland, right? Let's see. That the film is setting up shop down under isn't strange. COVID mandates notwithstanding, Legendary was there when they rolled cameras for Godzilla vs. Kong GVK and Kong Skull Island. Details such as plot and casting are few and far between for a production that is the fifth installment in the Monsterverse, but to consider it a literal sequel to GVK might be a misnomer. Interesting. This is where I like where this goes. So it says, though the series follows a timeline of events that started with Monarch's discovery of Godzilla and Skull Island, its constituent parts aren't generally direct follow-ups that pick up where the prior film left off. There's usually a gap of time in between. Like, I think between Godzilla 2014 and King of Monsters was 5 years, and I'm not sure what the gap of time was between King of Monsters and GVK was. And of course, Kong Skull Island took place decades prior. That took place in the 70s. So the idea of a sequel also leaves the impression that they are making Godzilla vs. Kong 2, which implies that the two titans will slug it out again, and that's not something fans who appreciate the truce at the end of GVK want. Well, come on. I mean, yeah, it was a cool ending, but we'd be cool with them fighting again, wouldn't we? I think we would. But I like where this goes. So it's probably not a true sequel in the strictest sense and could go in a number of directions, with some including both monsters. The obvious one is the Son of Kong reboot, directed by Adam Wingard, heard about through the grapevine of reportage in trade magazines. So Adam Wingard, who just did GVK, apparently is interested in making a Son of Kong reboot, which would be a perfect way to do a sequel to what we saw in GVK. However, the thing we don't know yet is if Wingard is attached at all, or if the story focuses on Kong, Godzilla, or both. It might even concentrate on a family working with Monarch to dovetail with the Apple TV programming also in production. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this was also reported on GodzillaMovies.com. So, you know, I look at it this way. The more Godzilla, the better. The one thing, though, I gotta say, and I'm sure people who have watched the series would agree, the 2014 movie was really steeped in reality. It felt grounded. It was kind of, it was done in the style of something like Jaws. You know, it was an actual, it took itself seriously, it took the material seriously, and presented the idea that this giant monster had been awakened from some kind of slumber and, you know, started wreaking havoc with, you know, with these other, those horrible Motus or whatever they're called, Mutos, whatever they were called. But then as the series went on, the next movie was kind of a destroy all monsters kind of thing, where they got all the licenses to the other Toho monsters and they jammed them into the movie. And it was a lot of fun to watch for monsters fighting, but the story was pretty ludicrous. And then you get to GVK, and the story was absolutely off the rails dumb. It was a horrible story, and the only thing worth watching were the fights between Godzilla and Kong, and then Godzilla, Kong, and Mechagodzilla. So, I guess much like the original run, the Toho run, where the first 1954 Godzilla was like very grounded and scary, and it's a horror movie. It's an actual scary monster movie, and then it devolved into farce, and we're starting to see that here. So I'd like to see them kind of rein it back in if they can. I mean, the genie's out of the bottle. I'm not sure they can do that at this point, but please don't give us a plot as dumb as Hollow Earth in GVK. That was just insanely stupid, where they're flying spaceships down into the center of the Earth, where Kong finds his ancestral home, and I'm like, just no. You're lucky it looked great. That's it for me. Love to hear what you think about yet another Monsterverse film, in addition to the television series they're producing for Apple. Please give us a like if you like the video. Give us a thumbs down if you don't like the video either. Leave a comment, share, subscribe, and we will see you soon. And again, happy first day of spring, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up below. Also, please subscribe to GeekTime TV. It really helps us grow the channel. And make sure you hit that bell icon in order to receive notifications every time we drop new content here. You can also check us out on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at GeekTimeNet. Thanks again for watching. We will see you soon.
Say, kids, what time is that?